So yeah, I didn't announce this live, but it's just it's a recovery day, and I already did some myofascial release, some stretching here in the gym, but it's just was passing by basically. And yeah, well, let's wait until some viewers add up, and I'm gonna do the cold plunge second set. Usually you don't do sets for it, but it's just I'm gonna do second one anyways. Already feel good, already been there once, and it really feels great. But as I said, let's wait for more people coming in and watching the UFC card. Well, I watched the announcements for the next few UFC cards, and it looks promising. Nice stats. Yeah, this tattoo is like first time visible now in a while. But yeah. Anyways, well, the ice already melted, and it's cold enough. It's quite. Trust me, it's cold. And I already did it when the ice was fresh. Just gonna go for the second set, as I said. I'm from Love from Paris. Hi Paris, love from Vietnam. Where are you from? I'm from Georgia, the country. As I said, I'm gonna wait a little bit more for more people come in, and I'll do one more time. Well, I do a lot of training on this channel. I show my trainings, but I also teach certain nuances, especially when it comes to boxing. But also, I'm sharing the training approaches and the protocols that I'm using, like VO2 max training, strength training, grease the groove protocol, and all that kind of stuff. You're from Georgia, Georgia, the country. Okay, can you give a shout out to Anita? Shout out to your brother, and I hope that he's gonna recover soon. How is the weather there? It's warm. It's very, very hot, so it's it makes it easier, I would say. But yeah, I mean, we brought some special ice for the cold plunges, and I'm now in this Sport Unite Natrang. It's a very cool gym, and yeah, I mean, basically you can order a cold plunge for 100,000 Vietnamese dong is around maybe $3, $4, and yeah, you can get your cold bath. So you get training for contact sports. Yes, you can look up my channel and look by yourself. You're from Mirab Valishvili's country. Yes, I'm from Mirab Valishvili's country, Georgia, Sakartvelo, Gaumarchos. What do you do for earning? Well, my YouTube started get monetized, so this is one of my jobs now. But I'm also a personal trainer. I do some personal training online for years now. That's my main source of income, and yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Hi everyone, guys. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more. I just want more people to come in, and yeah, just basically see the cold plunge effect, because I also want to show, and in the meantime when I'm gonna showing it, I want to talk about what is the feeling, what is the effect, and all of that kind of stuff. So hell yeah, Mirab and Ilya are the reason I love Georgia too. Well, you should look up other Georgians. There is Levan Saginashvili, Georgian Hulk, and there is Lasha Talahadze, who is the weight Olympian gold medalist like many times. He's a weightlifter and the record holder on the power clean and power snatch movements. You're very hardworking, passionate. I try to be. Thank you. Good placement of the mic. Yeah, that has a reason because I'm gonna go in the water now. That's what I gotta do. But yeah, that's pretty much why I put it up on my hair. So Georgia is bordered with Russia and Turkey. Yeah, that's true. А? Я сейчас одну сделаю и да, все, but okay, anyways, I'm just gonna hi to Philippines. I'm gonna do it now, okay? Because others want to do it too, so I'm just gonna do it now. Okay, keeping mic up and anyways, putting it back on my hair. Whew. Yeah, it feels nice. Second attempt still shocking for my body because I took maybe 10-15 minutes and I warmed up completely. So second attempt is quite a shock as well. It's not like you necessarily have to do a few sets or anything like that. I just decided to do the second one. Also to show you. Like, it's a very interesting feeling. It's like freezing. But your body starts getting warmed up, and the longer you're gonna spend in the cold plunge, the more it's gonna try to save you. Basically, you're entering the fight and flight response. Your body thinks you're at the risk of dying, so it's trying to start shivering your muscles and literally warm you up. When you do that, like breathing control helps a lot. And doing like a Wim Hof type of breathing exercises is good. I'm just trying to hold myself in. Yeah, someone's driving past and they're like, ooh. When it comes to timing, I mean, there are different protocols. If you're just starting, it's good to start from shorter intervals, like 30 seconds. I mean, shorter time, 30 seconds to 1 to 2 minutes. You can do it longer. Some people stay for 10, 11 minutes. According the guy who was the special at the Andy Huberman's podcast, and they were saying its recommended amount is 11 minutes per week, split in the different days, couple times, maybe 3 times per week. And you know, like, yeah, something like that. So I'm gonna stay a little bit longer. I'm gonna start shivering soon. Like, I already start like shivering hardcore. And it helps my body to warm up. So basically that's just the natural reflex. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, guys. You gotta endure it, but the effects of it is very positive. Oh, one more thing I will say is that the good way to do it, I guess, according to the research I looked into, is that you don't want to do it straight away after training necessarily, because especially for the resistance training, it's gonna decrease the inflammation straight away, so it's gonna stop you from the progress that brings the resistance training, the catabolic state. It's getting harder to say there, by the way. But in a recovery days like I have today, just a rest day, or at least a few hours after your resistance training, it's a good timing for it and to get the health benefits. But okay, guys, I'm gonna come out now, okay? Ooh, man. Whew. Like right now, I'm gonna shiver for a while. Yeah, it feels freezing still until I'm gonna get warmed up. And yeah, my body is literally shivering. Ben, I'm married, so that's not gonna happen. And yeah, don't be weird. Yeah. Because I stayed longer this time, it's yeah, really close now. But it's getting nice and warm now. Ooh. Breathing always helps, okay guys? So take your time. Try to get your breathing in and yeah, basically just get warm. Rinze Birzolia, it's in Georgian. Ini Birzolia, very nia ringe vinkonia, which evtanat gogorevtanat. საქართველოს ჩემპიონი 2017 წლის, მაგრამ ხო იმ პერიოდში ბევრი გოგო არ იყო, ამიტომ ჩემი ძირითადი გამოცდილება იყო სპარინგები, იარინგები და სანაკრებო მოსამზადებელი პერიოდი. მაგრამ მე მალე დავანებე თავი, მე სპარინგობდი ხოლმე როგორც სპარინგ პარტნიორი. I'm just responding in Georgian, guys. Anyways, he asked about me if I fought on the ring, and I said yes. I can only do the cold plunges in the winter. Well, that's even tougher one. I'm gonna just dry myself out a little bit more. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, feels quite great. Whew. You look very toned. Thank you very much. It's the result of the training. So today, as I said, it's a recovery day. Cold. What country are you in? It's Vietnam. But guys, I'm gonna just move a little bit here to the side because guys wanted to do it too. So I'm just gonna stand like this. So yeah, anyways, that's here. Whew. It's Vietnam Nha Trang. Hi Luke. Hi everyone, guys. Still shivering, still feeling the aftermath of the cold plunge because I basically stayed longer there. First attempt was maybe couple minutes, a little bit more than that. You can look it up. I made a short video too of the first attempt, and you can look up in my shorts. Yeah, just that a little bit, still not exactly there. You know, like gradually feeling the warm. I don't know, the warm feeling coming back to my body and just getting warmed up more and more. Say something in Georgia, please. გამარჯობა, როგორც ხართ, იმედია ყველაფერი კარგად გაქვთ და ყველაფერი საუკეთესოს გისურვებთ. I said that hello, I hope everything is going well on your side and I wish you all the best. How cold is a cold plunge? I don't have thermometer, but it's basically, it was too big, I bags of the big ice blocks. So I think at least 10 degrees, if not less than that. That's what I think. You know Levan Saginashvili? Yeah, I know who he is. And I met him a few times when I used to work in the Champions Academy as a fitness coach in that gym. A lot of athletes, a lot of athletes were training in that gym. A lot of Georgian athletes, and yeah, Levan Saginashvili was one of them. Very polite, very sweet man. Please leave some tips for diabetes workout in the future. Well, if you have type 2 diabetes, I mean there's type 1 diabetes which is usually genetical, and type 2 diabetes which is caused by you know, so usually in eating disorders, a lack of the muscle mass. So I think for the people who have insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, one of the best things to do is to start doing resistance training. Then have a diet which is high protein, high fiber, healthy fats, and you know, less amount of carbs, moderate amount of carbs that gonna help to regulate the insulin spikes, and basically the insulin resistance is even reversible, and type 2 diabetes is, you can regulate it, and as I said, those two in combination can really help. It's the chest tattoo. It's the rose, and you can see there's a sword in the rose, and that tattoo was inspired by Dropkick Murphys' Rose Tattoo. That's one of my favorite all-time songs. I'm not Irish, but I might be Irish at heart. I don't know. Like that song really motivates me for everything. So I got to sing with that song. Let's see. Let me know if this works now. Maybe that should be better. I don't know if you should come to Vietnam and retire as a monk and work as the pro Muay Thai fighter. If that sounds like a good life for you, go ahead. Are you moving to Vietnam with your husband? We already, the total amount of time we're gonna spend here is like 9 months total. So that time ends in the end of August, which is fairly soon. So we have 1 more month here. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna dress up in a bit, just gonna dry out a little bit more. Whew. Yeah, anyways, yeah, it's just like I have a history of the cold water exposures, and there was a time in my life in 2022 when I was doing some type of military training for civilians, and we had that course, and there was like after finishing the course there was like a 2-day exam, physical exam, like a military style exam, and I failed 2 times, and the third one, before going for the third attempt, I spent a lot of time in mountains, in Georgian Caucasian mountains, right in the border with Kabardino-Balkaria, and I remember there was this stream coming this river actually coming through right from Caucasus Mountains. So it was like a melted ice basically, and it was freezing cold. It was as cold as the cold plunges here. And that was the only option to, you know, wash yourself, take some shower. But it was also, there was something very mystical about it, very pagan, very ancient as well. And imagine going, working in the, digging up the trail, hiking trail, like in the first half of the day, coming down, going to the river, washing yourself off. So it was very spiritual experience, same with the physical one. And when I came back after almost a month in the mountains with no phone connection, just doing that and having with the, yeah.
He said he's gonna pay for you, so I'm gonna return this sermon to you.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. Well, just, where is he also?
He
Thank you.
goes to the ATM, so get some of the money out.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I got already paid, but then the guy used the cold plunge and they paid and they insisted so they gave me my money. I mean, as I said, very sweet people, very sweet community. Absolutely love it here. But anyways, back to the story. So after I came down to the mountains, I continued showering in the cold water. So that was in summer, and that was like for next few months I would do that, only washing myself, showering in the cold water. And it was like a vow before, until I would pass that exam, I wouldn't stop doing that. And well, I will say shortly, it was very useful. It was very, very good idea to get adapted to the cold climate, cold water. It really, essentially, I passed that exam on the third attempt, and I passed it very, very, very well. So I'm being definitely proud of myself after that. But yeah, that was like a period, approximately 6 months, and I think even after that, for a couple more months, I kept doing that. But then I just started doing it like a normal person again, and just occasionally doing cold water exposure, and whenever it's possible, do the cold plunges. With a subscriber, enjoy your content. John, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cold plunges take mental strength initially. But it really has to do a lot with the physical training too. For people who are not very well trained, it's going to be way harder to do it rather than with the people who have a good muscle density. And I mean, together, like physical and mental aspect goes hand to hand together in this case. It's awesome and strong. Thank you. I think she might be a Celtic warrior. I really love Celtic and old Scandinavian and old Slavic pagan cultures. Let's call it that way. And I'm definitely Slavic from my mother's side. So in combination of Caucasian roots and Slavic roots. But there's, I don't know, I never did genetical test. Maybe there is a little bit of some Germanic and Scandinavian too. We'll see. Once I do that, I'll look into myself. Viking blood still there. Yeah, my husband is though is original Viking. He's literally like a straightforward Norwegian, and I think he has some Swiss root, like some Swiss blood as well, but he's mainly Norwegian. Like his surname is a place in Norway, like literally a place in Norway. Hello from Great Britain. Hi, I hope you're doing well, guys. Do you lift? I do more of the body weight strength training. I lift my body. I do pull-ups, do some deeps. Do some, like right now I don't do that much resistance training. For lower body, try to do some sprinting, try to do some occasional do pistol squats. But as I said, right now I'm not doing resistance, the weightlifting as it's whatsoever. Indian women think 10 times before they wear a bikini. Well, I'm not an Indian woman, that's for sure. But give me a second, I'm just gonna put on my clothes actually and come back. Be right back, guys. It's Vietnam, so it's very easy to get dry here fairly quickly. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, I'm back now. So yeah, I wasn't trying to get attention with my bikini. It's just you gotta let it dry a little bit. Take care, guys. Do you think moving to Vietnam is a good idea in your opinion? I think it is a great country for foreigners especially. Pretty much locals, as I see, are quite happy with their lives as well. Climate is very nice. Like there is basically, it's never cold. Unless you are maybe somewhere in the north of Vietnam, there are some mountain areas and regions in Vietnam, and they can get a little bit colder. But right now I'm in almost the middle of Vietnam, but which is still considered south, and it is definitely nice and warm here, pretty much all year, every year. When it comes to the expenses, one of the cheapest countries in the world, one of the most affordable countries. In the city where we're at, which is called Nha Trang. It's not a very big city, but it's definitely not a small one. I mean, you definitely have a lot, enough, more than enough to me personally, entertainment and capability to just go out in the center and, you know, enjoy different stuff. You have malls, you have shops and coffee shops and restaurants, gyms, a lot of massage places. That's one of the best things about Vietnam. Beautiful beach. Pretty much the entire city has, like all the parts of the city has a beautiful, very nice beach. And as I said, it's very affordable. The rent is very affordable. The food is very affordable. And I mean, can start literally from $1 for the food, I mean, and up to obviously you can get some luxury restaurant type of meal. There are some luxury restaurants here too, but it's quite affordable. And this city, because it's slightly smaller, it's cheaper than Da Nang, it's cheaper than Ho Chi Minh, Saigon, or Hanoi. I had to do months training in the army with coach hours only. I definitely makes a difference. Yeah, it was also, as I said, I started doing it in mountains, so it was very spiritual experience as well. And to me, I just felt closer to my ancestors, closer to some, I don't know, some pagan gods, closer to the nature. It really felt very unique. And since then, even though I stopped doing it on the consistent basis, every time I do cold plunge and do cold water exposure, it feels like, it feels that I got it. I have that resilience to it. Like if you watch my short video when I did it first time, when there was ice, I was actually not melted, and I would say it was even colder. You can see that like my face I'm not really reacting much to it, but the reason is because I'm mentally and physically adapted to it. Is it really useful to refresh the body? It definitely has its benefits. As I said, the timing-wise, it's good to do it in the rest days or at least a few hours after training, especially resistance training. Cold plunges can slow down the hypertrophy effects. So if you want to grow your muscles and you do cold plunge straight away, it might not be the best idea. But if you do it, as I said, like in the rest on the rest day, and you do it once or twice a week, it's more than enough. That should be fine. Where are you from? I'm from Georgia. Did you feel cold? I definitely felt cold. As I said, I'm just resistant to it already. I'm quite used to it in a certain way. So for me, every time I go down, I like the feeling of it. I'm not like, I have a little bit of like upper abs are a little bit visible. I gotta get a little bit lower in my weight to be more shredded though. I'm sure it's lovely there. The people seem nice. They're very nice here in the gym as well, and just generally Vietnamese people are one of the nicest people I met. Vietnam is a beautiful country. Yeah, that's true. I can imagine, dude, that is that really useful. Well, as I said, I told you the benefits, and obviously if you're not well trained, if you're not an athlete, it's going to be way harder to do it, and maybe not even that much of the point of it. If you are highly trained, if you have a lot of impact training, and especially if you're training for competitive purposes, it can bring more benefits. So I wouldn't recommend for everyone to do it. I motorbike the lengths of Vietnam with some mates, lovely people and food. Oh, jolly! That's a cool experience. I've met some motorcyclists here who've been doing like and Vietnam seems like one of the best countries for the motorcycling trips. Do you miss your home country? To a certain extent, but like here it kind of feels like home as well, and there are a lot of things that I actually like more than back in Tbilisi, at least. I'm not saying entire Georgia. There are some beautiful places in Georgia where that, for example, in Svaneti, you can just, if you try to live there and you have good internet and you can work remotely and just live in that nature and, you know, with in a more quiet life, that's like one type of living. I'm talking about more of the Tbilisi is the capital of Georgia, and it's like a bigger city. It's not massive, but it's bigger, and yeah, like everyone's moving somewhere. Like the city is always in motion, and as I said, I actually prefer this city comparing to Tbilisi because it's just it is a city. It feels like a city, but it's not too big. You don't feel overwhelmed there. You're like not, you don't feel that you're lost in it. Tripto, how many tattoos do you have? I have around 5 or 6 tattoos. Thank you for all the nice words. Are you naturally redhead? No, actually, it looks deceptive sometimes, but I'm not. I'm more like a light brown, ash blonde, or something like that. Hi from Liverpool. Hi to Liverpool. Hope you're doing well. What's your cardio to weight training ratio? Let's call it cardio, endurance training and resistance training. Because I don't do weights at the moment, but I do pull-ups, I do the rope, the climbing rope, I do military shoulder press for the upper body, for the lower body. I haven't done it in a while, but I do some pistol squats as a set. Try to keep it regular, and I do sprinting. Now I started doing sand sprinting again. So my ratio is now I added 2 times the VO2 max training, which is the increasing your lung capacity to absorb oxygen. So one is directly taken from the region method or polarized and pyramidal type of trainings, which is for endurance athletes. But that part of training is more intensive one, and they can be used for many other sports as well for developing that VO2 max parameters, as I said. So it's 4x4, meaning you do 4 minutes active, like a 95% out of your max heart rate. And it can be running, cycling, swimming technically, but I think the running is the best for me. So I do running at a very high pace. It's extremely hard. Well, I didn't manage to do it though when I did it yesterday. First time I managed to hold 3 minutes, then I did 4 minutes rest, or 3 minutes rest. I think it was 4. And then 3 minutes again, and I did it 3 times. So I did 3x3. But the original is 4x4, and you gradually build it up there, and then when you're able to hold it, you can decrease the rest amount, stuff like that. And then I do the other day for the cardio, gonna be shorter interval sprints, which is gonna be, let's say, 30 seconds of sprint, and 60 seconds the rest in between, and doing multiple 8 to 10 sets like that. So 2 times per week 2 times per week strengths, but I also do Grease the Groove program, which is just doing it daily, and I do it mostly for pull-ups, meaning that I just do 50% out of max, everything under 5 repetitions, and I try to add up the eccentric phase, meaning when I pull up, I go down slower to trigger it a little bit more, and I rest extended period of time, which is at least half an hour. So it's not specifically for gym training, it is basically a routine for entire day. And everything else is boxing training, boxing footwork, boxing heavy bag work for now, shadow boxing, any specific like footwork, other specific footwork drills, a little bit of smart work, just trying to work on certain combinations, certain movements that I want to use, be able to use on the ring. Don't do sparrings yet, because don't have anyone here to spar with, but hope that changes rather in Kuwait. In the beginning of September, we're going to Kuwait to visit our friends, and it's going to be a very interesting experience there. Or we're going to go to, and after we're going to go to Georgia, where I definitely going to get more into technical sparrings as well, and more active sprinting, because I try to focus on those 2 specifically, boxing and sprinting. That's why I'm training. Hi to everyone, guys. No makeup. Well, I have some permanent makeup on my eyebrows, but nothing else than that. You're distracting me from my work. Just kidding. Well, I apologize if it's the true. Hi, Frosty Cupcake. That's one of our moderators. Appreciate you. He asked us to ask you to subscribe, guys. If you're willing to, you can check out my channel. Okay. Frosty Cup, you're from California. That's awesome. I actually didn't know that. Or maybe you mentioned and I just forgot. But yeah, anyways, guys, let me just update you on the feeling. Like now it feels so warm and so my body is very, very relaxed. And I almost feel like wanting to go and take a nap. That's how it feels now. Biceps check. I never say no to biceps check. Well, it's nothing like extraordinary, but you gotta check this muscle too. But it's one of the reasons is because I don't do hypertrophy training at all. I do purely strength training, and interesting enough, when you do strength only, you don't really grow that much. And I think it's perfect for girls who don't really want to be jacked, but want to be as strong as possible relative to their body. People from the mountain and hills are tough. They have good stance, balance, glad. Yeah, I can agree with that. From Indonesia, hi to Indonesia. What's the best way to build my quads and glutes? Well, quads and glutes, the first thing that comes to my mind is deep squats. They're free. You have the base exercises like with how to say that? Like when you don't use machine but you use free weights, and those are great for stimulating and triggering your neural system. But also if you have risks of the injuries and stuff, I would recommend to use fitness machines like leg press, extenders, curls. Do that on machines in a more safe and controlled way. And if you want to build the muscle, basically go through hypertrophy. After adaptational periods, try to focus on between from 8 to 12, 15 reps, and do like around 4 sets, like classic amount. It can be 5 sets, can be 3, it's up to you, but 4 is optimal for me. And the main part is to be able to reach the muscle failure, especially at least on the last sets, like the last couple sets, when you muscle failure, meaning that you cannot do the repetition anymore. That's why when it comes to the lower body, you gotta make sure it's safe. On the machines, you have a control over it. When you do squats, for example, you definitely need someone to spot you. So when you are close to reaching to that muscle failure stage, you're not gonna be at the risk of damaging yourself. You watch MMA? Yes, I watch MMA. I like to watch some documentaries about different mixed martial artists, and also rewatching some parts that they're comparing to my age. It's a history. So to me, I'm 25 years old, so a lot of older, like Gracie family, a pride period of mixed martial arts, for example. The beginning, how the Ultimate Fighter thing started, like that is a history for me. So I really like learning more and more about it. Strength training with cardio, yes, it's the best combination in my opinion. How many calories do you eat a day? Average, if I go maintenance, maybe 1,800 to 2,000, and I'm talking about more like regular days, when I don't have extreme trainings. If I would do a few, like couple trainings a day, preparation camp, obviously that would be more calories. But that's when it comes to maintenance. When I try to do deficit, I sometimes go down to 1,500. So I just manage it through my chronometer app and calorie tracking app, and whenever I burn more calories, and I want to have a certain deficit in it, but I don't want to deprive myself from nutrition. I always use the calorie tracking app to keep myself in check. Does anyone here count macros or use an app? That's a good question, guys. Feel free to share your experiences with the calories and stuff. I tried to stand the route 1,800, but I just ran for 45 minutes in the morning. Well, that's quite a good calorie expenditure. Well, like, what's your body parameters? What are, like, how tall are you? What is your weight currently? And what else do you tend to do in your daily activities and stuff? Also, guys, I'm gonna move the phone to the. I'm gonna move this phone to my gimbal because I'm gonna go to another place, take a little walk, show you around the stuff. Okay, let me just do it quickly. Okay, that looks good. Just gonna put the phone holder here so it's safe. It's a Jim's phone holder, so yeah, they just always kindly borrow it and give it to me. 1 second. Okay. But yeah, anyways, let me just pack it up quickly. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye-bye. Anyways, so let's start. Let's make sure that I have everything. Yeah, seems like it's all good. £120 and 5.3. Frosty Cupcake, please remind your name. As I said before, I tend to forget or mix up names, so I hope it's you can understand. But yeah, please write your name too. Just clean up the. Oops. Gotta be careful with the slippery shoes. But yeah, let's go a little bit on the beach, guys, and I'll show you the local beach. Rebecca. Okay, the reason I asked it because I wanted to make sure that you're a girl, and funny enough, I didn't know. So it's nice to have more girls here now. Thank you very much for helping all this time. Yeah. While it's still light, let's go to the beach. Okay, we're reconnected now. That's good. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get there now. Take a little walk. You gotta be careful with crossing roads in the Chang. Like the traffic is always very chaotic, but pretty much drivers are at least being careful. Like they usually slow down and try to ride around you, but still, you gotta be careful. Yep. Guys, just a reminder, be respectful in the chat, especially towards each other. Otherwise, we're not going to tolerate any BS. But yeah, so yeah, found the place where to cross. Okay, check this out now. So how you gotta cross? You just gotta start moving slowly, just slowly, like this. And that's okay. First part is successful, and let's try to cross it here like this. Make sure that okay, that's all good. Look at this. So usually like water is up until like here, but because of the seasons and like in the evenings the water, it becomes even more shallow, and it's literally like the water is almost gone. Like it usually doesn't look that way. It's way more, there's more water, but the north part is the northern part is quite shallow beach here. It's still beautiful though. Anyways, guys, let me know if the connection is good and if it's working well. Anyone who's watching now, does it work? Is it proper, or you cannot see the? Yeah, connection is good. Okay. We're gonna chill out a little bit on the beach. And even if you don't go to the water, it's just a very nice, it's a very nice, how to say that, air, I would say. Yeah, there is a traffic, it's not exactly fresh, but like you can smell the, you can sense the beach itself, the water. Works just got here. Nice. Welcome. Where you? I'm hi from Canada. I'm in Vietnam, Nha Trang, and I'm here right on the beach, and it doesn't look very good right now, just because this water literally went out or went in. I don't even know how to describe this event. But usually it's way more like the water comes up here, and it's usually very beautiful and nice. But northern part is known for being shallow water. Go to shop and buy something. Well, that's actually a good idea, because what I'm gonna do now, as Crypto suggested, I'm gonna go and buy something in the shop. I'm gonna go to the big, like it's almost a mall, and then I'm gonna go to Leo Arabica, the coffee shop that I usually stream from as well, and I'm gonna get some fresh coconut there. Is it really nice there? No, I'm not from Montreal. I'm from Georgia, the country, capital Tbilisi, and it's Vietnam here. It's very, very nice. Okay, now I'm crossing the road, and as I said, you gotta be careful. Just walk slowly and don't make any unnecessary movements. Okay, they're gonna slow down. They're gonna let you cross if you don't make anything stupid. Okay, keep walking. It doesn't cost a lot at all. Vietnam is one of the cheapest countries in the world. You can look up yourself in YouTube. Check out Vietnam Nha Trang, Nhatarang, Nha Trang, and you'll see yourself. I'm gonna go and get the shop. Yeah, I don't know why it is like that. I mean, COVID period is over, so it's supposed to be okay to travel. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. Okay, let me show you a little bit more. So here is the mall. It's like a food festival place, and this is one of the entrances. So there are like a few entrances from both sides, and it's quite big. So let me show you. Like you have the closing end, a tourist section, but on this side you have all the foods and groceries and goods, like so many things. Let me show you more. $1 to some. Yeah, it's well, actually, yeah, it is. It's true. When people say they don't have processed food and stuff like that, of course they have. And let me show you something that's very common for Vietnamese. So they always have like different dry fruits. You can see a passion fruit crisps, like it's a very common thing here. Yeah, you can be a millionaire in Vietnam. Anyways, I'm just gonna show you a little bit more around. And yeah, so it's a lot of crisps, a lot of here it's noodles, some cereals, and some granola. So those are the cool. It's the cool stuff. It's like a seaweed, crispy seaweed snack. That's something that I never tried before because we don't have it in Georgia. So some noodles, a lot of noodles. They have so many types of noodles. Okay, so we have some fruits here. But honestly, when it comes to fruits, okay, some dairy section over there. Some bakery, some baked goods. But yeah, anyways, it's I really do prefer buying fruits and vegetables in more like open markets. Oh yeah, another thing for Southeast Asia in general, they always sell coconuts like this. So it's like a, yeah. It's a peeled coconut and it has a coconut water in it. And my favorite section here is this too. So you have like a pre-made meals, but they are like, those are quite healthy. So it's just a shrimp and spring rolls with some greens and some noodles, and the sauce is peanut butter something. So it's very, very tasty. This is a very common pre-made type of meal. So it's like a little bit of meat, rice, and some vegetables. And they also have some rolls, and they're actually quite good. I tried them, and yeah, they're pretty good. No, I'm thinking to take some makis with me. Yeah, let me just think. When it comes to choosing this kind of things, I'm like, oh man, like it's always hard to choose. So I'm just wondering, I'm gonna take that one. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. That should be enough. But yeah, as I said, I showed you a little bit. Oh, check this out. So a lot of people are collecting those. So this is from Demon Slayer, Naruto, Dragon Ball. Look at those. They look adorable. Is it Superman? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Asian malls are cool. A lot of interesting stuff. But anyways, I'm just gonna take this mix and I'm gonna go to Leo Arabica. And it's a good part about it. You can just take something from like outside and they don't mind. As long as you order something there too. Sometimes even I've seen people not doing even that. So I don't know, they're quite chill about bringing some stuff from outside. But I always usually buy some fresh coconuts from them. But yeah, guys, feel free to share how is your day going, is it day or night. If you have any questions. Right now I'm in the queue. Try shoplifting. I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, anyways, feel quite exhausted. I'm from Canada. Hi, Pancho. Hope you're doing well. I did some cold plunges today, and I feel very relaxed and chill now. That's how I feel. And as I said, it's a recovery day, no training today, just recovering and resting. And tomorrow it will be just basically the same. Okay, it's my turn finally. So it should be around 85. Let's see. see if I have enough. Take this, 1 second. No, I don't have enough, so I'll take this. Yeah. Okay. I always try to get rid of small cash. Feels better that way. Thank you. Thank you guys. All right, so now I'm out from another side. So there are 2 entrances from both sides. And I'm going to Leo Arabica. So it's basically very close to the gym. So I'm going back to that direction. I'm gonna order some coconut. I'm gonna try to have a better conversation with you guys. Let me tell you about the morning. So today we actually received, finally got our supplements delivered to us. Some omega-3 magnesium, L-theanine, and 2 the gold standard whey proteins. So took all the supplements in. Made the coffee, Vietnamese instant coffee, coconut flavored coffee, with 1 scoop of protein, and like shaped it, and it ended up to be delicious. And also had, that's the only thing I had today, is a Greek yogurt. Sorry, a Greek yogurt with also a couple scoops of the protein powder. And totally, this 3 scoops is like 1 portion, around 24 grams of protein. And the Greek yogurt, around 250 grams, has around 14 grams of protein. And essentially, yeah, so I already have my almost 40 grams of protein taken. And all of that being less than 400 calories. So I'm definitely gonna take more protein today. Hola! You take creatine? Yes, and I forgot to take it today. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, we got our creatine too, and I really love creatine. It really gives me a lot of benefits to training, and when they say some research says about the cognitive benefits of it, I really do feel it on myself. So definitely love creatine and creatine monohydrate. This is also the most studied and researched supplement out there. So feel free to take it as long as you don't have any issues with the kidneys or maybe some other underlying problems. It should be completely fine. Sorry, Axel, I don't speak. Is it Argentinian? I don't speak. I speak English. That's what I can speak. Which message? Okay. Okay. Anyways, I'm walking through those little market streets, one of my favorites here in Vietnam. And as I said, I'm going to the Leo Arabica to just sit down, chill a little bit, be able to engage more into conversations. Tell me, how are you doing? How is the life going on wherever you are from? One of the best things that I really do, one of the best things about the live streaming is I think it's like engaging with someone and people who are just like completely in the different parts of the world and showing things that you've never seen, and it is incredible to be able to talk to people and learn something new from them. Tamim grr. Yes, I know that song is like literally like the plague now, spreading like a plague. Do you have a home gym in Tbilisi? No, unfortunately I don't. I just go to the regular gyms usually. But my friends, my friends have gyms there. I know some people who own their gyms, and I'm always welcome there. Where is this, if you don't mind me asking? No, absolutely not. It's Vietnam, Nha Trang. Nhatang, Nha Trang. Trang. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well, guys. So I got my rolls. I'm gonna get the fresh coconut there and just sit in a comfortable place. I still feel, how to say that, after the cold bath that I had in the beginning of the stream, I feel, I don't know, I feel fatigued, but in a nice way. My body is definitely very relaxed. And yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Okay. Hello, can I have one coconut? Yeah. It's ready? Here. Okay, I'll be inside, okay? Oh. That was the... Gonna try to get it here in here. Yeah, that looks good. It's also more quiet, which I like. Careful out there. Well, I can definitely tell you that Vietnam, Nha Trang specifically, is one of the very safe places. Should be good light now. Yeah. Or what is this? What's doing this? Yeah, there's something wrong with the light. I don't know why it's doing it. Let me just change the place to see if it's going to be a little bit different. If I do it here. No, so I don't know. I don't like it here. And what about here? That's weird. My camera never ever did that before, but I guess there's just how it is now. What's your take on altruism? Well, you need to actually explain altruism. What do you mean exactly? I don't think I know the exact meaning of that word. Is the camera very bad? Is it like a blinking, or it's just on my phone? It seems like that. Please let me know if it works properly. Oh, managed to mess it up a little bit. Okay. Selflessly helping. I don't think it's a good idea selflessly doing certain things unless it's necessary. A lot of people who do that, they just do it because of certain patterns that developed in their childhood. They became selfless, just basically giving away everything for others to get their validation. But I believe that if you're not at the good place yourself, you're not going to be able to truly help others. As much as I don't mind doing like a selfless actions, it's a little bit different, but like living that lifestyle, as I said, it's usually ends up not very good for a person who do that because they've been taken an advantage of. So I think we're hardwired to be selfish. Yeah, it's just a natural instinct for us. Thank you. It's a natural instinct to a certain extent. And I also don't agree we should act on it. Oh, if it's a natural thing, we should just leave it alone. I believe we need to challenge our selfishness. So we need to do our best to be able to have it in check. But as I said, I don't believe in the selfless acts, because usually who does selfless acts, not selfless acts, but like selfless lifestyle, just doing it all the time. It's because unfortunately those people want the validation, and maybe they didn't get it in their childhood, and in the journey of trying to seek for that validation, there are a lot of other people just take advantage of that. Oh. Okay, let me try there's some gnocchis and rolls here. It tastes quite good. Sorry guys, I'm quite hungry, so I need to take a little break from talking. What happened to the viewers? I don't know. We need to look more into it. It's been like last few days, it's been like that. Maybe it's, I'm wondering if it's a VPN. I think I'm connected to it. I'm not exactly sure. But it's what it is. Sometimes it's going to be better, sometimes it's going to be worse. It's part of the journey. That's what I believe. Hello, ma'am. Hi. I hope you're doing well. Guys, feel free to share where you're from, what you're doing on your rest days, apart from training. How do you recover? Yeah, there are definitely ups and downs, but that's what I believe. The down periods should not affect your motivation, and especially consistency and discipline. You still gotta keep it up. Hi, my name is Diana, and I'm from Georgia, but currently I'm in Vietnam. And I'm having a rest day. I'm drinking a coconut and eating rolls. I'm in Vietnam, the Trang, the place called Leo Arabica. It's like a coffee shop. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me just give you a little look at it. It's a very nice place. You live in Vietnam. Me and my husband living here now for a few months, but it's not our permanent place to live. We just travel quite a lot, and we just loved it here, so we stayed for a little bit longer. But the next step is going to be India for maybe a few days, but then Kuwait for a month, and then Georgia, and then we'll see. So it's a lot of traveling planned. Where you are now, you're vegetarian or not? No, I'm not vegetarian. I used to be vegetarian for 6 years, but as an athlete, didn't really benefit me at all. So now I'm definitely eating meat and animal products. Nice place, like you. Yeah, definitely a nice place. Where you original from? I'm from Georgia, the country. You know, Mirab Valishvili, Ilya Topuria. That's the same. What are you eating? Just some rolls. I just got them in the mall before coming here. And yeah, just having a little meal. Food in Vietnam is very, very good. Right now, more people are in the live chat. I mean, I don't know. Algorithm, for example, when I started live streaming, within the few streams, it started hitting like the highest was 123,000 for karaoke night, and there was like a 45,000, 50,000 for boxing training as well. So it kind of like peaked. I don't know. Algorithm just started pushing me. And I guess when I do more of those kind of trainings, it's like it lowered down a little bit, but it's ended up into being to 29,000, 30,000, like more than 10,000 at least. Then in the last couple of days, now it decreased a little bit, but as I said, it's not a problem. Building the channel up and building the community up takes some time, and it's going to be ups and downs. And sometimes you got to change the strategy, change the approach, but with consistency, it's going to get there. Nice. Hope they're fresh. Yeah, they're fresh. That's what I was saying about Vietnamese food. I'm talking about the products and the food quality is very good. This is the video where someone went in the ASKON food store and started eating KFC. No, I haven't seen that one. Do you still work while you travel? I work remotely. I do online personal trainings, and my YouTube just started getting monetized as well. So that also became a job now. It's not that big yet, but gradually going to keep building it up and try to make that as one of the bigger income sources as well. You're growing faster than most of the channels. I agree, Tripto, and thank you for your support. You helped me quite a lot with certain pointers and tips. But today is a chill day. Hey, salute. Guys, sometimes you gotta take it easy. Today is my rest day, and I still decided to stream it, but I'm not gonna try to do something extraordinary, train. I could go do the training, do the boxing. Those are the certain things that definitely excite me and attract more viewers. but I'm just taking it easy today. It's completely fine. It's nice to chat with you. Thank you, I appreciate it. It's nice to chat with you guys too. Greatest heavyweight MMA? I don't know. Thomas Pinot now? Is it their fight in October 23rd now or 25th with Gunn? It's Aspinall versus Gunn. But as I said, anyways, guys, it's also nice to chat with you. And when there are not that many, well, Stipe is great. You know what? Like another heavyweight that comes to my mind who's like really, really underrated and not even known that much is Roy Nelson, the Big Country. I don't know if you know him, but he was like UFC really did them dirty, and he was just a dead bod, bearded guy coming in, knocking out everyone. Have you ever fought in a fight? Boxing, yes, boxing fight. I had boxing matches. I really want to live life like you. Well, when it comes to Vietnam, I think pretty much everyone with the remote job or some savings can afford to living a great life in here in this country. If we're talking about the things I'm doing, training, drawing, it's just something that I committed my time and put a lot of effort in, and it became a habit and a regular routine to me. So that is also quite possible. Hi guys. Do you work out? Yes, I do. Roy Nelson from Ultimate Fighter show. Yeah, I was watching documentary about him like the other day, and as I said, I heard about him, but I never I never watched except some parts of the Ultimate Fighter and like different seasons and stuff. But yeah, he's been one of the very, very interesting heavyweights. And I think he lost to Stipe, but he'd been called into fight like 2 weeks before the fight and without preparation camp. So UFC really tried to make him fail. Amazing shoulders. Thank you. It's a result of training. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Ankit. I appreciate you. It's very kind of you. He's a powerhouse. Yeah. I mean, Daniel Cormier, obviously. And, well, prime John Jones. But, like, I think John Jones was... Do you agree in that? Or was he better in the light heavyweight than heavyweight? Well, like, what do you think about that? I'm not... Who am I to judge? I'm just asking the question here. For sleeping? Yes. Have you seen Rampage Jackson stream? Is the best. I haven't seen the live stream, honestly. Gotta look into it. I'm not sure if I'm even subscribed to him. I gotta subscribe him to just get it in my feeds. I know your life also not easy, but I want to go out from my country and start my own gym. I know it's worried. Which country you're from? And it doesn't sound like impossible dream. It just depends. What finances do you need for it, or you have to start from? I have a friend who started like, for example, he's from Slovakian guy who went to UK and literally worked in the graveyard, and then he gradually started saving up and build up the home gym, and then now he made it bigger, and he even has some stuff, and now they do like a private training gym trainings with the clients, and it's going well. But in UK also it's considered way more expensive than some other countries, probably. Is this your dinner for the night? No, it's more like a snack. It's just they always have fresh rolls, sushi, spring rolls in that mall. So I just grabbed something that I really wanted. I'm gonna eat later a day something high protein, like a chicken breast with a couple or three eggs. Just to kind of wrap up my protein intake for today. Clips from him trolling his son 24/7. If I'm not mistaken, is it the Rampage son vegan? Because if yes, I've seen it. How about Candice Owens? I mean, she makes a lot of sense in many of her points, but I think although she's a little bit pushing the way too old school narrative, and I heard her some criticizing some people who it was still just a little bit too. I mean, and nowadays it's just no one is, I guess, surprised. But generally, I think she's quite well put, respectable lady. What's your age? I'm 25 years old. Have you seen Epstein documents on Netflix? No, I didn't know that it came out. Is it interesting? Should I watch it? I mean, there is the whole thing about him. Now it's PVD. And I'm telling you, all this people of the, it's called elites, getting exposed, and I think it's a good era, beginning of the good era where it's not about the Hollywood industry anymore, or like a certain organization that is in charge of who's gonna get famous, who's gonna, and for what cost. Now you can just live stream, commit to building your channel, and in some time you build up yourself. So we're living in slightly different times now, and I'm glad that we're getting over through those cult-like worship period where there is people put on the pedestal and everyone else are basically obsessed with them. Yeah, I don't know German guys, sorry. Can you watch anime? I watch some animes, like Attack on Titan, Naruto, Tokyo Ghoul, Full Metal Alchemist, a little bit of Bleach. What else? Miyazaki's animations, like anime type of animations. That's pretty much what that comes to my mind now. Well, coconut drink, the reason why I drink it, it's very high in potassium, and it's also extremely low in calories. And it helps to regulate the electrolyte balance in your body. So it's quite a good option rather than drink a juice. Any juice is a fruit minus fiber, meaning that it's a pure sugar. Yes, it is. Sugar coming from the nature, but it's still sugar. Hello from Korea. Hi, hope you're doing well. I didn't go to the gym for 2 weeks getting fat. Well, you told me that when we last met, and that was also almost for a couple weeks ago. So you gotta get back to it. What do you think about the Eastern European girls used in all that? Georgia, Croatia, and Ukraine is implicated in all that. As I said, I don't know. I don't have. I have not looked into it enough to have any information about it. I mean, if young girls, doesn't matter from which country are. Well, it matters from which country, because usually countries that are not that rich and struggle, like people, women, men, both tends to try to escape those countries to seek for a better life. And if that was like a main cause for them to ending up in that situation and in that horrible realm, that's very sad. It's basically being taken advantage of. I'm watching Death Note now. Good for you. That's one I wanted to watch because everyone says it's very interesting, but right now I don't have that much time, honestly. I'm really focusing quite a lot on YouTube and my work and my training. As I said, I'm trying to build up my stamina back and my strengths back to be able to compete, so to get to competitive level. So it takes quite some time and commitment as well. Is it hard to talk about because of the elastics? No, I just take them off, but my braces are probably full of the food, and if I don't want to open it wide open, so it's visible. Whoever wears braces, they can understand me. Can you watch any Bollywood movie? I think I've seen. It's not even Bollywood, but it was made about India. In India, the Slumdog Millionaire. That's the only one I've seen. Why didn't you take the braces as a kid? Well, I can't say that my family was poor, but for some reason they didn't really pay attention to it, unfortunately. And maybe I gave them a hard time because I was afraid of doctors, any type of doctors at some point in my childhood. But I think its financial factor was too, they kind of just didn't take care of it that much. But in Georgia, I noticed that the culture of taking care of your teeth is not that good. So you would go to dentist only if you have extreme pain and extreme case that like you need to take out the tooth. Like that's what a lot of people do. Are you a wrestling fan? Not really. Especially if you're talking about WWE or WWF. Not really. Hi? Did you do cold punch today? Yes, I did. I did it twice. One video is like a short video in my YouTube. You can look it up. And another one is I did in the beginning of the live. So you can play it back if you want to see it and look yourself. Hello, Johnny. I hope you're doing well, guys. I appreciate you being here. Today, no specific topic, just a rest day. So that's one of the reasons I'm very chill. And I'm glad to see that Chad is quite chill as well. I wanted to get into MMA. Well, that's quite a goal. You gotta put a lot of work into it, but also be smart about it. But you gotta go to the gym first and actually start training in your local gym. Talk to the coaches, attend the classes. If you want to MMA, start focusing both on grappling and striking at the same time. Do BJJ classes, MMA classes, but also do separate boxing and kickboxing classes as well. This is usually how MMA gyms do. And get into community. what I eat. It's like a rolls and sashimi and there were some makis. So basically just Japanese sushi. You're really cute. Thank you. What's your PR on deadlift? I I think I did. I was doing strength training on deadlift last time when I was 19. That was 6 years ago. But my PR at that point was 100 kgs on a one rep max. How to build biceps? Well, biceps works in a combination with your back. So pull-ups, horizontal rows, lat pull-downs, chin-ups. So in that movement, the biceps works as the aiding muscle. So I recommend you to train your back to already target biceps, and obviously you can do biceps curls, hammers, work on the biceps isolated as well. But remember, that's a small muscle. Working just the biceps without training your back at all is not really how you would want to do it. You know, I have some problem with you, cardio maintenance. But it's fixable. Start doing VO2 max training 2 times a week. Use the treadmill and do those intervals. One version is 4x4, 4 minutes of the 95% of your max of your pulse, and 4 minutes rest. I managed to do 3x3. You can start from that too. It's basically to build up your lung capacity to absorb oxygen. And another one is more like a boxing style, which is shorter sprints, 30-second sprints, 60-second rest. So split, you put those two versions of the workout 2 times per week as a separate thing. You can just do it in the morning, and you don't have to do anything hard same day at all. This is what I would do too, and start doing it consistently, and within a couple months you'll see how your stamina is going to get improved. Especially when you're also going to do some sparrings, and if you're going to do some rolling and grappling, that's also going to contribute in your endurance. I still believe arm curl isolated over arm bench is the best for biceps. Look and think about the arm. Yeah, I mean, isolated training, it's like bodybuilding style, very efficient to grow your biceps or grow any other muscle of your body. So absolutely not gonna disagree with it. It's completely correct. I'm also, as I said, I'm not doing body. I actually don't want to grow my upper body too much. I want to make it as strong as possible. That's why I do pure strength, and I avoid hypertrophy training at all costs when it comes to the upper body. It's also deceiving look. People would look, they wouldn't think that I'm strong enough, but then I have the power and strength that I worked in a different way. Well, feel free to share your problem here if you want, but guys, no BS. There are some people emailed me and my husband some stuff, and when it comes to the email, so the contact email that we use for, if someone needs help or have questions regarding some of our services, my husband always filters it out himself. So just letting you know. That's it, guys. I hope you're doing well. They always serve some sort of a mix of the green tea with water with everything. Whether you order coffee, coconut, or something else, they always serve you this everywhere. It's like a part of the local culture. You're interested in Pakistan people, men. I think this question is regarding if I'm interested in Pakistani men. Well, I'm not, because I have a husband, and I'm not really interested in any other men, apart from genuinely helping them out with when it comes to training and boxing and all of that kind of stuff. So, guys, don't be thirsty. 1 second. My parents taught me not to talk with a full mouth, so yeah, I'll try to chew it down first. That's a good question. How do you get monetized on YouTube? Well, there's standard. You're gonna get you're gonna reach 2 milestones. First one is 500 subscribers and 3,000 total watch hours, and then it's gonna move to the second one is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Well, once you reach first milestone, you're just gonna have to add up extra to reach the second milestone, and then you're gonna unlock benefits like super like, super chat, memberships, and some ad views, both for shorts and for long form content. And yeah, this is how you do it. I mean, it takes some time, but once you just get there, then you're gonna have to create the AdSense account. You're gonna have to apply for the membership, create the AdSense account, submit your tax information depending where you're from, your personal identification information, and attach your bank details, basically. What's your favorite buzzword? I don't have favorite buzzwords. Do you take sugar or not? There were periods in my life that I was eliminating sugar completely, especially because I really, really do love sweets, and I just wanted to, at some point, just wanted to stop eating sugary food, or I just wanted to challenge myself or just lose weight. But then when I actually learned more about nutrition and balancing and actually calorie tracking and all that kind of stuff, as long as I keep my high protein, high fiber, healthy fats, probiotics, micronutrients, like macros and micronutrients in check, I can let myself to have something every now and then, especially. So right now I'm not following it strictly. It's I'm not on a carby diet. The majority of my diet is high protein and everything else I already mentioned. But yeah, carbs is not something that I'm limiting now on purpose. Oh, congratulations. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Give me some advice for building strong physique because I want to join army. Well, you're gonna start doing more of the military type of training combined with the gym resistance training. you're gonna want to start wearing heavy backpacks and just walking that way. You gotta start hiking and go like from lighter hikes to actually more medium difficulty and advanced hikes. So just try to get in community where they hike a lot. When it comes to resistance training, all the things like pull up, muscle ups, rope climbing without without legs, those kind of things going to be beneficial, and any type of resistance training as well. So you just gotta. I would just recommend just go search on YouTube military type of training, gym edition or something like that, and I believe there's going to be exact pointers and exact exercises and training regimen that are going to be recommended for you. My husband also has a remote income, so we are both freely traveling. I'm 16 and I don't eat sugar. I'm doing great or not? I mean, if you don't eat sugar, it's not a bad thing for you. But if you eat it as well, but as I said, you do everything else. If you get your protein in and everything, all the other nutritional requirements, it should be fine. But it's not that much about sugar. If you want to join army, start eating a lot of protein, grow your muscle. You're 16 years old, you're still growing and still maturing. As I said, look up the training style, the training regimen that's going to help you to find some guidance into it and start from somewhere. Run with a rock in a blanket and something like that. I'm not responding to political questions, guys. The entire conflict is ridiculous and horrible. Both it was horrible from terrorists' side, and now it's horrible from Israeli side as well. And as a result, people are dying. People died from both sides, and people are dying. So it's not one or another. But yeah, guys, after the cold plunge, I actually feel quite exhausted. Like you can see, even my communication is not perfect today. It's very chill. But it's a chill day. You gotta do what you gotta do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for asking the questions. And I see you on the next stream, okay? Ciao.